He hunted goals like a lion in the wild, but he came from a place where survival was real. Edinson Cavani was born in Salto, Uruguay, a small town more famous for their fishermen than their footballers. He didn't grow up with privilege, he grew up with mud in his boots and hunger in his belly. Third son in a working class family, Cavani learned early on that nothing is given, everything is earned. His brother Walter was already a struggling footballer. Edinson saw this and he wanted more. He didn't just want to be a footballer, he wanted greatness. He joined Danubio, a very modest club in Uruguay. Scouts from Italy came to see smaller clubs in Uruguay. El Matador was already showing great potential. But Cavani was misunderstood. He didn't smile. He always looked very angry, but that just came from his difficult past. He was a pure predator, not flashy, just ruthless. And so in 2007 he signs for Palermo in Italy and then moves on to Napoli. And it was there where Cavani erupted. In just 3 seasons he scored 104 goals. He now had pictures of himself next to the great Maradona. And then he moves on to Paris. Qatar was taking over and they needed the Matador. 64 million euros, a club record at the time. But you see, Cavani never wanted to be a star. He just came to work. He came in a team that had an existing striker, and a great one at that, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And so Cavani, they asked him to play on the wing so that they can let Zlatan shine. No complaints, no drama. He accepted. What they didn't know is that he was crazy. He worked even harder, scored even more goals than Zlatan. And so it was obvious when Zlatan left, Cavani took the crown. From 2016 to 2020, Cavani was the most feared striker in Ligue 1. He even scored PSG's all-time record, 200 goals. And one of the biggest reasons he left PSG was the arrival. Neymar came to PSG and took over the club. Cavani and Neymar would often clash over who would take penalties. Cavani was benched for marketing reasons. Although Neymar was the best player in the world, El Matador felt disrespected. And then on top of that, injuries started to reappear. He missed the 2020 final of the Champions League. Although the club moved on, fans never forgot. They kept screaming El Matador even when he wasn't on the pitch. And then at 34 years old, he goes for one last challenge at Manchester United. Even at 34, he ran faster than the youngest players on the team. He was a monster. Edinson Cavani is one of the last true strikers the game has ever seen.